Meteorologist Jeremy Lewan joining us in the backyard. Jeremy, we went from sunshine to gray clouds and some windy conditions quite quickly today.
I know, and it's feeling a lot like fall now this weekend, whereas last weekend, you remember what it felt like, right?
Ooh, it felt like summer.
Temperatures in the 80s, and I saw yesterday you spent some time at the Casa Gala, right?
Yeah, so we're really into fall now, dressed up as a vampire.
I saw.
Well.
And you were dancing with your girlfriend too?
Oh, yeah, we made it on the floor.
It looked like a great time, Jack, and I missed you yesterday. We had Nikki instead, so I'm glad you're back here on the desk. It is feeling like fall here in the backyard for sure. We have all of the fall decor, from Frankenstein's monster to our Dia de los Muertos cat. We even have Jim Reaper back there. I'll show you him at the end of the forecast. But we've got a nor'easter on the way, folks, and it's not going to be quite as bad as we anticipated. It's veering a little bit further out to sea, so it's still giving impacts, and we'll still feel and see the impacts here in northeastern Pennsylvania, just not as strongly as we originally anticipated. Let's take a look at the live view right now at Scranton. Of course, the Steamtown Marathon was earlier today, and you saw Anthony was running himself, and he got a really good time, less than 3 hours. For a whole marathon, that's a great time, Anthony. Congratulations. Temperatures right now in the 60s. There's a live look at Lake Wallenpaupack. We've got the gray clouds overhead. There were some breaks of blue, especially before noon, before the nor'easter starting to impact our weather more and more. And the further west you live, the further away you are from the nor'easter because it's off the coast. So you saw more sunshine if you lived in Williamsport or maybe up into Tioga or Bradford counties. Here in Scranton, we saw those breaks of blue until about 2 o'clock, and now it's completely overcast. We have east-northeast winds at 7. And temperatures right now in the 50s and 60s. The further east you live, the cooler it was all day because you had more cloud cover. When you have sunshine, it warms things up. So Williamsport, Lewisburg, Selinsgrove into the mid-60s. Same for Lock Haven at 64. We have no watches or warnings here in our area, but just down towards the south and east. For New Jersey, there are coastal flood warnings in effect for the entire Jersey Shore out through Long Island, because not only are they expecting 1 to 2 inches of rain, but there will also be storm surge. When you have a northeast wind, it helps to push some water onto land. So with the flooding from the rain and the possible flooding from the storm surge and the fact that it's not too far off from a full moon, there's going to be significant impacts along the shore, along with high winds too. That's why there's a high wind warning in effect until tomorrow morning there along the Jersey Shore. We'll see some winds too. It's a little gusty here in the backyard right now, but the winds will definitely be gusting tomorrow in the Poconos up to even 30, if not 40 miles per hour. A few additional bands right now coming off of the coast from this nor'easter of light rainfall right now in central Pennsylvania, but you can see the bulk of the moisture right now off of New England, places like Connecticut and Massachusetts seeing persistent rainfall. And we have this northeasterly flow, so any of that rain that's currently in New England will make it towards us by the time we get to tomorrow, and it could be heavy at times. So here's the nor'easter, here's the breakdown. We can see anywhere from a 1/4 inch to 1 inch of rain. Gusty winds possible. The further up you are in the mountains, the higher the winds will be, up to 40 miles per hour. So here's future clouds and radar. We remain overcast tonight. Spatty showers developing by midnight or so. And here are the waves of showers coming in from the nor'easter. Starting around the morning commute, you could be dealing with rainfall. You'll have to have the windshield wipers on and expect some reduced visibility. Then throughout the afternoon hours, notice how the heaviest rainfall is situated east. The closer to the coast you are, the more rainfall you'll get. So you see these moderate downpours possible throughout the afternoon, and we start to see the impacts dwindle by the time we get to the evening hours. We hold on to the cloud cover for a large part of Tuesday before clearing out late afternoon and into the evening. And we look good for Wednesday and Thursday too. So here are rainfall amounts. The further west you live, less rain. So probably a 1/4 inch for those of you in Clinton County up through Tioga County, Bradford County too, a 1/4 inch. Then the further you get towards the east, Pike, Monroe, Carbon, Wayne counties, that's where rainfall amounts could approach 1 inch. And the further east you go past that, like places like Cape Cod, that's where they're expecting 2 inches there in Boston, if not 3 inches right along the Cape and up towards Provincetown. As far as winds, we will see them here from the nor'easter, and notice that northeasterly component from the winds, anywhere from 20 to 30 mile per hour wind gusts the further east you live. Even out towards Williamsport, winds could gust up to 20 miles per hour through your day on Monday. It'll be gusty on Wednesday and Thursday too, Jack, not associated with a nor'easter. Just regular fall weather, and temperatures will be quite chilly on Thursday in the 50s before we warm up for next weekend. It won't feel like summer like it did last weekend, but it'll feel a little bit warmer than what we had this weekend.
Jeremy, thanks for filling us in. We'll talk in a little while.
You got it.
A bit of a